Hello everyone, I am Renowned Zero, and we're back again talking about some more Rippaverse Detractors. We got a few favorites here. We've got Airrick, and we've got Big Daddy. We also have Mike Wheeler, as well as Chloe, Sea Handler. I think is her name. I don't really know. But we're going to jump right into this from the Rippaverse Goalposts Twitter account. Check out the Rippaverse Goalposts YouTube channel, where he has a video going through an in-depth look at Air July's rogue gallery of detractors. We'll start here with Mike Wheeler. He says, to Airrick, you keep dipping your toe in the CG waters, you're going to see stagnation too there, Airrick. In regards to Airrick talking about the stagnation and the dip in quality at the Disney parks and less people going. Of course, Rippaverse Goalposts calls him a concern troll, which he is. Burner. I heard once that the Rippaverse Goalposts account is apparently ran by Airrick July's wife. If it is, it would explain why they're so defensive with Airrick. Well, Lady Rippa has her own Twitter account. Don't know why she would have to run a Rippaverse Goalposts Twitter account. Also, she has her own small business and is more than likely helping Airrick successfully run his business as well, so I don't think she has time as either to run this account. First it was, this is Airrick July running this account as a burner account. Now it's his wife. Like, come on, bro. I mean, for God's sake, your name is Burner. Travis Rogers with the new goalpost shift. You have to make your own theme park in order to talk about Disney losing money at their theme parks. Oh, good. Now he's an expert on theme park economics. Yes. It's very easy to look at the economics of a theme park as someone who's a businessman and can tell you some stuff about it. When is Land opening? Chloe says, as soon as the first ride is done, and he runs a pre-order campaign for tickets with the stretch goal for possible additional rides. You're corny. You know that, Chloe? You are very corny. You have a serious mental problem with Airrick July, thinking about him way too much. It feels like you have a crush on him or something, even though you claim to be trans. Like, Airrick July don't fly that way. He's happily married to a black woman, so I don't think he is interested at all, because he doesn't go that way. What is Airrick July thinking? Why not include a mask and gloves and ISOM suit so that he can't be recognized by bad guys? Another example of crappy writing. Let's listen to what Big Daddy has to say about crappy writing when he himself hasn't exactly read ISOM #1.
I want to know a good moment.
Let's give it a second. Just gotta turn this up.
I want to know a good moment to wear the suit. I want to know a good moment to wear the suit. Remember when he goes back to the club the second time? And why not have that scene where he instead of going to the club directly, he goes to the tailor and then he gets his suit. But not just the suit, he gets a mask and gloves too, like the fucking tailor said. And the mask and the gloves cover up his skin so you don't know who the fuck he is. You know, you get it, make it, look like a Deadpool type mask where it covers his whole face. Doesn't have to look exactly like Deadpool's mask, but
that would look horrible in my opinion.
And then you go to the club and then you start kicking ass, because then the fucking gangster doesn't come after your fucking family afterwards. He's like, but that's what somebody intelligent would have done. Like, no. And then you could have introduced the suit, and like you could have showed him in the suit kicking ass and shit. But for some reason,
why would he have to go to the club to see Darren Fontano in the suit, though? Darren Fontano knows who he is already. His goons pretty much know who he is already, considering he already beat the crap out of them in previous panels, previous pages. What would be the point of that?
Airrick wants to have his character have his face shown, and I don't know why. But
because he wants the character's suit to be simplistic, so that people are able to draw him and people are able to make fan art of him. Oh, I don't know. pretty sure he's already explained these types of things. But again, you don't read the book and you don't watch his content, so you wouldn't know that.
But at the same time, I guess nobody's supposed to know who he is. Like, he's got a secret identity. But it's like, they can see your face.
I mean, does Superman cover his face? The only thing Superman does is take off his glasses. I mean, his hair doesn't really change that much either. But apparently people can't tell that he's Clark Kent.
Like, don't you know that there's certain software out there? I mean, there's this thing called PIM eyes. You can take your fucking face and run it through facial recognition, and like that, they'll know exactly who you are. Like, I mean, what the fuck is Eric July thinking? Like, you can just throw on a suit and not have a mask and think that nobody's gonna know who the fuck you are. I mean, it's just another example of how shitty the fucking writing is.
I mean, again, Clark Kent just takes his glasses off and no one knows who he is.
And it's like, how long has he been out of retirement? 10 years, 20 years, 5 years, 2 years?
We don't know because there's more books to come, dummy. Like, this isn't the only book in the arc. There are 2 more books to go with this arc.
Supposedly he's been gone so long that he's now unrecognizable, quote unquote, because he's surprised that the tailor recognized him. He might have been retired for 20 fucking years. He might have been doing the superhero thing when he was a teenager. And then he fucking hung up the cape, and now he's like in his early 40s, just like Eric July. Like I said, this is a pure self.
Eric July is 33. He's not in his early 40s. He's 33. Again, you don't show who you are, so you really have no reason to talk about anything with appearance.
Self-insert.
Yeah, definitely a self-insert. When Eric July doesn't have a buzz cut, Eric July has a beard. Yeah, totally a self-insert. Not in the same part of Texas as what's being shown in the book. He's definitely not a farmer or a rancher. He's none of those things. Yeah, definitely a self-insert, but you are so dumb. Puma Fist again. Darkgrift Comics probably the sneakiest and wormiest piece of crap in Comicsgate.
Darkgrift. Darkgrift Comics presents The Grift, The Darkgrift. You are probably the snakiest, wormiest piece of shit in CG. You're a liar. You're a fake. You're a fraud. Everything you do is trash. And you act like it's fucking great. And you make sure that you're up in everybody's fucking business. You're a goddamn busybody. Right? You're like the CG police. You're the toady. You're the lackey. And you're not even really getting anything out of it. Yet you still do it. It's in your nature. You're a fucking worm. You're probably the worst one.
I mean, I don't know much about those people because I've never seen anyone that buys their books or talks about it. But here, apparently Andrew knows who they are and says they're cool. I mean, just saying.
And you came after yours truly, so I'm coming after you, buddy. Coming after you. I'm gonna call you out on all of your fucking shenanigans every single fucking time.
I mean, you're constantly talking to a wall. Like, literally talking to a wall or a fence.
You ain't getting no pussy. You can't sing. You're not a good musician. Your art sucks. Everything you do is dog shit.
By the way, everything he just said is an opinion. Those are not factual statements.
I'll bet you can't even make a proper fucking drink at your fucking bar, you piece of shit. Yeah, you're fucking scum. Now, here's one that hurts. This is the one that hurts me in my heart. Mr. JDA, John Delarose. Because we're still friends, right? Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that. We're frenemies, right? We've been...
Yeah, it definitely doesn't sound like you're friends. I don't think you should be saying that.
Frenemies for a long time. I still talk with him frequently. But he's another one that, through CG, won't fucking allow me onto his stream, won't unblock me from his fucking chat.
He doesn't have to do any of those things. It's his channel.
Because he knows if he does, EBS is going to take a fucking hot, steamy dump on him. And he's worried about that. And I don't get it. John, you're fucking independently wealthy. You don't need this shit. Your family's got money. You're a fucking trust fund, baby. You don't have to work a real job for a living.
Okay, and what does that have to do with anything?
Why don't you stand up and show some fucking balls? You always talk about what a fucking Christian you are, right? Your Christian values. You don't fucking act like one. Your whole show is about attacking people.
Okay, his show's allowed to be like that. He's allowed to have his opinions. He's allowed to say what he wants. It's his channel. Just like you're allowed to say what you want on your channel. Just saying. He has some hate for Ethan Van Sciver too.
Motherfuckers. But the reason why I do it is because I see that they're pieces of shit and nobody calls them out on it. Alright? So I've actually got a mission here. My mission is to expose them for the fucking crap that they are. And that's all I've ever fucking done. That's why I started my fucking channel. Just to expose these motherfuckers as being pieces of shit. So, I don't know.
I mean, you're not doing a very good job with your production value here. You're not really showing anybody's a piece of crap.
Y'all can keep sucking EBS's dick and not getting anywhere. And if you do the slightest thing that he doesn't fucking like, oh, he's gonna fucking turn on you. This is terrible. He ain't your
I don't think so. I've never seen that. I think the only time he ever really, quote-unquote, turned on somebody was War Campaign, because they were literally doing hateful, very bad things, like doxing people. So I think that's the only time I've really seen him be negative towards somebody in any way.
fucking boss. You're all your own fucking men. Grow some fucking balls, faggots. Grow some fucking balls.
Oop, oop. YouTube, I am commentating on someone else's video. I did not say that word. That should not be allowed on YouTube.
Do your own thing. Step away from these motherfuckers. Do your own thing. What, you can't make it on your own? You need somebody else to fucking help you?
Well, yeah, you typically want people who are bigger for a little bit of help, yes. You can essentially get someone bigger than you on YouTube to essentially promote you, but at the same time, you have to make the content that will keep people around and wanting your stuff. You could be promoted all you want by bigger channels, but if you're not producing content that people want, they're not going to stick around.
You're not a fucking man. You can't take care of business. You can't do your own shit. You gotta have these motherfuckers backing you up. Get the fuck out of here. That ain't no fucking man. That's a little fucking boy. EVS is a big fucking boy, too.
Also, you can get your message across without cursing 1,000 times.
A big fat boy. He's the same way, you know? He throws his fucking weight around and acts like the big shot and tries to...
Well, he is a big shot. He worked for DC Comics and made some of the greatest characters ever made, like the Green Lantern Corps and Cyberfrog. However, he's not an ignorant a-hole like you're making him out to be. He does a lot. He does promote a lot of people's stuff and doesn't really ask for much in return.
To intimidate y'all because he's a fucking bully. And you're letting him do it. If y'all say...
I mean, he hasn't bullied Shane Davis or John Malin or Billy Tucci or Graham Nolan or Cecil, like any of those people. So what are you talking about?
Hey, you know what? Fuck you. We're not doing your show tonight. What's he gonna do? Go stream by himself? Oh, okay. I guess I'll stream by myself. Yeah, he probably would. It's not gonna be as entertaining. Stop giving this motherfucker entertainment value for free.
Ethan Van Sciver is allowed to do his own show. He typically does, and quite a bit of people show up.
He ain't fucking helping you. He's not fucking helping you. He's your own goddamn thing. Go do your own thing. Stay the fuck away from that fat ass motherfucker.
I mean, Eric July doesn't really need his help at all, but because they're very close as far as like businessmen goes, he promotes his work. Ethan promotes his own work. Ethan promotes Eric's work. Eric promotes Ethan's work, and that's typically how word of mouth spreads through the communities, because people have different communities on YouTube.
The Sugarfoot's going to get him before too long anyway, so I probably won't have to worry about it for much longer. Anyway.
Basically wishing death on Ethan Van Sciver. Nice.
That's what I got for today. Probably be something tomorrow morning. And I'll probably have the Lazy Sunday rant as well. So stay tuned.
I mean, all of your rants are lazy.
Other than that, EBS is big and fat. Puma fist out.
Again, all of your commentary is lazy. I'm just saying. But now we have... Here we go. We have Mr. Airrick. A whole big dude who decided to block me after talking noise on Twitter to me. Calling me a bunch of names like I didn't see it or anything like that. But decides to block me, and even on his Twitter account says, if I block you, you're an idiot. It's because you're an idiot and I don't want to debate you. You're not gonna. I mean, you don't debate anybody. You would never win a debate against anyone because you have no real arguments. All your arguments fall flat and can be easily debunked by literally anyone. But he's here responding to a video that Airrick made about people who put they/them pronouns on a resume and they're not getting picked. And he takes this as discrimination against non-binary people. It's not discrimination against non-binary people. It's essentially not wanting to hire what is considered mentally ill people who would cry and probably sue the company for being misgendered. And companies don't want to deal with that. But for some reason you have a rebuttal to this because you think it's discrimination against non-binary people. Because you're absolutely delusional and not understanding this is a mental illness. But let's listen to what he has to say and I'll commentate on it.
You telling folks what
they're not leading in with that. You're being disingenuous, Airrick.
it is you care about, and it ain't the job.
So now he's suggesting that when you are concerned about your own self, like who you are as a person, you can't do the job. So if I'm going to work and I'm working, literally he said that people aren't robots, right? This was he said this, people aren't robots. So people come with their life, their experience, who they are. They bring that into their job. That's what most people that hire in the creative spectrum in general want people to bring a little bit of themselves to their job.
Yeah, nobody cares about your damn pronouns on your resume. It provides nothing of value to your life. It provides zero value to the company. It provides zero value in your life. Because you can literally call somebody just by their name. Simple. Which is what most people do in business. But it seems like people who put this on their resume are concerned with being misgendered in the workplace. And again, like I said, companies don't want to deal with that nonsense.
But according to Airrick, if you are concerned about being disrespectfully addressed, you can't do your job.
Essentially misgendered. What I said. Exactly what I said.
It's a
Yes, most people who are misgendered are so concerned about being misgendered in the workplace that they're going to bitch and moan at a company for doing so. And they're going to bring it to HR and make a big deal out of it, and when it's not. Like I said, most companies will just refer to you by your name.
It's a joke to him. It's a joke to all of these guys. I mean, look.
Because it is a joke. It's stupid that you're doing that people are putting they/them on a resume. I've never heard of a stable, normal person putting their pronouns on a resume.
So yeah, you call it stereotypical. It's probably, yeah, it is. But it's just, I can expect business owners or managers, people in hiring positions, don't want to be dealing with headaches if they have options there.
Exactly. Meaning that people who don't put pronouns in their resume, that's one less headache that the company has to deal with in being cried about being misgendered.
So in other words, they are looking at people who can do the job. Just follow this path here. And they are looking at other factors in the hiring process, which is exactly what you said they shouldn't be doing. You said that that diversity, equity, all of that is not important, that you're just
None of that's important.
worried if somebody can do the job. But here now you're saying that if somebody is concerned about being disrespected, I guess regardless of their ability to do the job, because
It's not exactly being disrespected when you're misgendered. No one's a they, them. You are not multiple people.
you're just
And if you're applying for a job, and there's hundreds of resumes, and someone and a manager or a business owner looks at your resume and sees that, they're not going to look twice but throw it in the garbage, because they have hundreds of other resumes of normal people who aren't doing that, which is what Airrick is talking about. But again, you live in a fantasy land, which I remind my viewers, if you're new here, hello, welcome aboard. This guy believes that trans kids exist and queer kids exist.
stereotyping them at this point, that people that are hiring should look at that and go, oh, I don't want to hire them based on the fact that they have they them pronouns on their
Have options to
resume.
say,
Yes, because you're showing some mental illness. You're clearly showing that you're not mentally fit for the job.
you know what? I'd rather not.
Hmm.
I'd rather not be dealing with what's probably about to come with this nonsense. And
So basically,
Exactly.
we're going to end the video there. Eric July has completely agreed. He has agreed with non-binary people who are non-gender conforming, that they are in fact discriminated against by using their pronouns on their resumes.
No, they're not discriminated against. They're simply being looked at as mentally ill people who think that their pronouns matter on their resume, the thing you're supposed to be presenting to a business that shows your skill level and experience, and presenting to the place hiring you why they should hire you. And they see that crap on the resume, they're going to look at it and go, this person is not mentally stable. This person is not mentally all there in the head. Oh, garbage, next resume. But you're an idiot and you live in Fantasyland. Because you are not the only person trying to get that job. There are hundreds of resumes that employers have to look at. And you stand out as being a different type of person, a weirdo will say, and they'll just throw your resume in the garbage when they see that. Because like Airrick said, and like I've said already, the company is not going to want to deal with a person who's going to sit there and cry about being misgendered because they're a pansy. And they got their fifis hurt because they're supposedly gender nonconforming, which is not a real thing either. You are literally born either male or female, man or woman. There is no, I don't conform to this. Biology exists. Biology is real, which is the same type of stuff that J.K. Rowling has always said, and they called her a TERF. So, but one last thing we'll go through here. Too many continuity errors in ISOM. A low-end studio worked on the art with or without Airrick July's knowledge. No, the people that worked on the book are right here. Cliff Richards, Gabe Al-Taib, Eric Weathers, and Airrick July. Those are, and of course the other people like Turnian, Edith Van Sciver, and Shane Davis who did the covers. Turnian did cover A and D, for example, with ISOM 2. Edith Van Sciver did cover B, and Shane Davis did cover C. So, yeah, those are the only people that have worked on this book. Too many continuity errors seen in ISOM 1, starting with the different look of ISOM himself, has fed speculation that a studio was hired with or without Airrick July's knowledge. He is the sole owner of Rippaverse. How he would be the only one hiring anyone? He's the sole owner of that company. One team lost sight of what the other was doing.
you telling folks what
They're not.
Not ridiculous at all. He's a first timer. Lots of mistakes with me. I'm pretty sure this guy commented on one of my videos saying the same thing about he's a first timer. But people just nowadays, they go to new levels. and try to find literally anything they could possibly find to try to delegitimize what Airrick July is doing with the Rippaverse. Again, these are the people we're dealing with. But I think that's all I have for today. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit the like button and comment below what you feel about all this. Do not interact with anyone that I've shown in this video today. Subscribe for more content and hit the bell for notifications. Set the bell to all, that way you get notifications anytime I post a new video. Getting super close to monetization. I'm grinding hard making videos for all of you. And I appreciate it, and thank you all for being here. And I will see you all on the next one. Peace.